got to grab him because we don't see him that often. James Akenhead, great to see you in Britain for a start. The first time ever in Stoke, yeah?
First time I've ever been to Stoke, yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen any part of Stoke yet. I just drove straight here and came straight to the casino, so I haven't got to see, haven't been in town yet at all. But I did search for a Nando's, and it said, like, the app I was using said we can't find a Nando's within 10 miles.
Really?
So I extended it to 20 miles, I still couldn't find one. I was like, okay.
Open a Nando's in Stoke, that's what James says.
Got an immediate thumbs down out of 10, 1 out of 10 down so far. But.
What have you been up to this year? Where have you been?
Got back from Vegas 3 weeks ago. Before that, I was travelling on the European circuit, playing the WPTs and EPTs.
Yeah.
Got back and just feel like relaxing for a while. So I was thinking about playing like a load of UK events.
Right.
There's this one, all the other Argentine series.
Yeah.
You got the EPO coming up at the Fox.
That's right, yeah.
That's going to be a big one. Obviously EPT London and stuff. So it's good to be home, see my friends and family.
Yeah.
And I've got some work to do in my house and things to do in the village, and I just want to relax for a while. So I'm tired of travelling.
Macau's massive at the minute. You been out there and ventured and sat down at the tables?
I went there in 2009 in the gap between the final table, and I wasn't that impressed by Macau, even though the games are good. But some of the games that are really good, you have to kind of be invited to.
Oh, right, okay.
So I might get into 1 or 2, but I just think it's really humid out there. Don't really like the place, to be honest.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I get mixed reviews from Macau. Some guys really love it, and some guys really hate it. So I'm one of the guys that hate it. It's a bit like Marmite, I guess. But the games are pretty good, so maybe I'll go out there for a few weeks one time to play cash. But
we're all in awe at the moment that Sam Trickett, his performances out there are pretty sick, aren't they?
Unbelievable, yeah. He's had such an amazing 2 years. Like I said it like before he had his results. Say he's the best player in the world, and then he goes and wins those two results in Australia, and then obviously that proves that he is the best player in the world. Like I don't think there's anyone better. Like around the time that he was kind of like up and coming, like you're saying Tom Dwan's the best player, but it's nowhere near it. As good as Sam, in my opinion.
We always said when you had that fantastic 2009 and the Poker Million and all that, I'm thinking, will we ever see James Akenhead sat at a British poker table again? Sam Trickett, where does he go? Does he ever play in Britain again? Does he come down and sit down a £400 comp?
Yeah, he comes down and plays the Palm Beach, like he was in the Palm Beach the other day playing a tournament, and he plays cash there quite a bit, and he just loves the game, I mean, obviously in the UK the buy-ins are slightly smaller than the ones that we're used to when we travel and stuff, but the same token, like the prize pools are pretty good. Like here, for example, in Stoke, like there's how many? 400 people.
Yeah, 150k pool at the minute. A little bit more.
Yeah, what was the guarantee? 100k.
It was, yes. Smashed before they actually sat down on Thursday on day 1 here.
Absolutely smashed. There you go. So I mean, these things are definitely worth coming to because you can walk away with 50k first place.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they keep referring to you as an ex-train driver. Is that something that's? Does it bother you?
What, in America?
Yeah, every time we see a magazine and the ex-train driver.
Well, that's what they do. That's what press do. Like they refer to Sam as a plumber. Like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He did a plumbing course when he was 19. He's now 26, and he's won $18 million. In the
plumber wins $10 million.
He earned like probably £4,000 in his total plumbing career. He's earned $18 million. Why don't you refer to him as a poker player?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
How's your table today?
It's kind of mixed. It's quite strange. Got that Ellie on my right, the Polish girl. She's pretty good. Doesn't like folding, as I found out the hard way. I ended up bluffing 80% of my stake off with her at the start.
She said she was interested because I spoke to her earlier. She said she would be interested to see what 2 cards you actually had in that hand.
Yeah, I had a hand. I actually flopped top pair, but I turned my hand into a bluff by the river because I pretty much worked out what she had. But the turn card was like, she limped. I raised. She called. I had ace 10. It came ace 9-3, and she check raised on the flop. And the hands I've seen her kind of like limp in with like an early position, or limp in with have been like suited small aces and stuff. And I think that I hadn't played with her tons, and I think there's a possibility she might like just check raise, fill the flop with a hand like ace 8 or ace 7. So there's a possibility my hand's in front, but very unlikely. Yeah. It's more likely she's got a hand like ace 2 pairs, ace 3, ace 9. So I thought I'd call there. Simply just to get her off the hand. So and the turn comes a king, which is an amazing card because I know she's going to bet the turn, and I'm going to raise on the turn, which puts her in a really tough spot to raise the turn there. And that's exactly what I did, and she calls, but quite reluctantly. So I was just going to jam any river, and river came a brick, and I just jammed, and she like called, and then she poured chips in the pot, but then walked away and went, nice hand. She didn't even look to see what I had. She like knew she had lost the hand. Like it's one of those spots where you should be behind, like which is why I played the hand the way I did, but. I won't be playing my hand like that against her anymore. I'm going to have it from now on, but don't tell her that.
Excellent. It's fantastic to see you, as always.
You too, yeah.
As always. Fingers crossed, day 2.
Yeah.
Will be cool, and obviously even further. But great to see you, poker table.
Right.
Nice one. Cheers, James. Back to the commentary box.